My name's Keith Hall. I'm superintendent of schools here in Osborne. What got me into education is the experience I had in high school. I had some teachers and coaches that I felt like really created the right environment for me to as one story I like to tell about Bill Cosby, he talks about his teachers saw more in him than maybe he saw in himself. So I think that's why I moved to education, went to education. I also started out as a shop teacher, and my dad specifically is very involved in making things, doing things, working on cars, and so I was attracted to that too. So went to school at Fort Hays State. Actually grew up on the East Coast though, and stayed here just because it's a great area. You can expect for sure small classes. Right now we have right at 300 students, K-12, and that's for anybody who's been to a large school system, and I went to a large school system, and like I said, it was good for me, but the reading supports, the smaller you are, the better. Obviously there's a place where you can get too small. I think we're about the right size. We know our kids well. One of the key things about schools, if you want children, students, kids, whatever you want to call them, the young people you have coming in your system, the biggest thing is that you want an adult to be able to connect with that child and to know them well, and that's the greatest thing we can offer to anybody's kids that come into our school system, that we know them, we know who they are, we know their folks, a lot of times we know their grandparents, and we just get to where we're more than just a school, we're a connection with them that knows them and can support them in the best way for them individually. I don't want to sound like an old coach, because we all are, but we'll beat those big schools every time on that piece of it that you're talking right there. Individual help, individual conversations, availability for extra help. We'll just beat those guys every time. And honestly, it's kind of, we're a very unique part of the world in this north-south from Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma. I think this is the nicest area because of the option we have, hunting and fishing type thing. But you won't go to either coast and find the size of school that we are. And we're safe because of it. We know everybody, but as far as the school is concerned, that size is the one thing that trumps everything. And I think I've had an experience as a kid that points to that, and everything you read will tell you the same thing if you're interested in schools. It's there are schools on both coasts working very hard to be more like us, because they're pushing so many kids into those high schools and elementary schools. And the way we do it is because it's who we are.